Hey gamers, if you're hunting for a solid beat 'em up in 2025, you've come to the right place. Today we're checking out some of the best beat 'em up out there, from classic side-scrollers to new roguelike twists. I've played almost every beat 'em up out there, and after tons of brawls, combos, and co-op chaos, I've put together my personal list of the best 2D beat 'em ups to play right now 2025 edition that you should play, and let's see which ones are worth your time. Before we go into the list, I want to tell you about my favorite place to buy games, and that's Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming is an awesome site for grabbing games at great prices. Not only they always have fantastic discounts, but also they running giveaways you won't want to miss. Seriously, these deals are hard to beat. Where else are you going to find prices this good? Why pay full price when you can grab the same game for way less, right? Yeah, you can shop for games on all kinds of platforms, like PC, PS5, Xbox, and the Nintendo Switch. There are also numerous convenient products to enhance your gaming experience, such as subscriptions, gift cards, and many more. No worries, it's 100% legit, fast, and super easy to use, and their support team is available 24/7. So what are you waiting for? Go check out your favorite games by using the link in the description below and start saving your cash with Instant Gaming. And by using my link, you're not just getting awesome deals, but also supporting this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Fallen City Brawl is looking like a real love letter to classic arcade beat 'em ups. From everything shown so far, you can tell the devs actually get what made the genre so iconic. You've got that classic side-scrolling chaos, crisp pixel art, and chunky hits that look super satisfying. There are 4 characters to pick from, each with their own style. And yes, you can even fight alongside a wolf as a companion. The huge sprites and lively backgrounds really make the whole city feel alive, and the soundtrack keeps the energy high. What I really like is the balance. If you're new, you can just mash and still have fun, but if you're a beat 'em up veteran, there's plenty of depth. Final Vendetta is basically what your brain remembers classic beat 'em ups feeling like in the 90s. The story is as simple as it gets. Your sister's been kidnapped, you pick one of 3 fighters, and you punch your way through 6 gritty city stages. No fluff, just fists. Gameplay sticks to the classics, attacks, jumps, dashes, and mixes in a few welcome tweaks. You've got a super meter that lets you unleash a powerful special without losing health, a dedicated block button, and some fun context moves like stomping down enemies. It's tough too. Even easy mode doesn't mess around. No continues, no checkpoints, just old school get gut energy. Local co-op is great like other beat 'em up games. It's simple fun when you play co-op with your friends. The Ninja Savior's Return of the Warriors brings the beloved SNES beat 'em up into the modern era. It keeps the heart of the 1994 original intact while giving everything a fresh coat of polish that makes the action feel smooth and responsive. Set in a dystopian future ruled by the tyrant Bangalore, the game drops you into the role of elite cyborg ninjas sent to break his rule and restore peace. The remaster adds the one thing the old SNES version didn't have, yes, couch co-op. Playing with a friend makes the game feel even more chaotic. You also get time trials with online leaderboards, extra characters to unlock, and harder modes once you finish your first run. Fight in a Rage is a modern love letter to classic side-scrolling brawlers like Double Dragon, Final Fight, and Streets of Rage. The main mode is a traditional arcade-style run. Solo, or with 2 friends in a local co-op, you will battle hordes of enemies across a post-apocalyptic city to take down. And yeah, multiplayer is where this game really fun 3-player co-op battle modes, tons of chaos. You know, it's the kind of couch gaming energy we all miss. With multiple endings, unlockables, and enemy variations, the game offers several hours of gameplay. It's a fun beat 'em up that works well solo or with friends. Mayhem Brawler drops you into an urban fantasy city where humans and supernatural creatures share the streets. You play as one of 3 Stronghold Task Force members, Trouble, Star, or Dolphin, each with their own abilities. You can team up locally with friends or use Steam Remote Play, which makes co-op pretty easy. Like classic beat-em-up rules with simple combos, dash attacks, and special moves that can be aimed or used in an area around you. Special moves use a blue meter that fills when you take hits or pick up items. Weapons appear around the stage but break after a few hits, and blocking adds a bit of strategy. And the story mode gives infinite continues, while arcade mode is the stricter start over if you die options. Yeah, there are 4 difficulty levels, so you can take it easy or push yourself.
Oliver, stop that nonsense!
What the hell's going on, kid?
Mother Russia Bleeds is a side-scrolling beat-em-up that brings back the arcade-era formula with modern twists. The game drops you into a grimy Russian underworld, starting as a fighter in a pit and soon caught in a web of mafia-controlled chaos. Players deal with waves of enemies, pick up weapons, and can use a drug called Necro to heal or trigger a powered-up state. In co-op mode, the same needle can even revive teammates. Combat is straightforward, with punch, kick, grab, throw, dodge, and jump forming the core moveset. Combining buttons unlocks more complex attacks, and weapons like knives, bats, and guns appear as you progress. The game also includes modern conveniences like adjustable difficulty, checkpointing, and AI companions for solo play.
Get that.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind brings a classic arcade beat-em-up approach to the Power Rangers universe. You play as the original 1993 Power Rangers, stepping in when Robo Rita travels back in time to disrupt history, gameplay like traditional beat-em-up mechanics. Standard attack combos, throws, running attacks, or dodges, and the super attack when your meter is full. Multiplayer is a key feature, supporting up to 6 players locally, 4 on PlayStation at launch, with online co-op planned for 2 players. The game also introduces superscalar segments, including Megazord, Zord, and motorcycle levels. These pseudo 3D sequences offer variety and character differentiation, though some segments are more challenging than others due to high difficulty spikes.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned. Don't mess with the Power Rangers.
Double Dragon Gaiden Rise of the Dragons continues the series' long history in the beat-em-up genre, bringing the Lee brothers back into a New York City controlled by 4 gangs. And yeah, you will play as Billy and Jimmy Lee, joined by Marion and Uncle Matanon, to clear New York City of gang activity in a world recovering from nuclear war. Combat is simple and intuitive. Square handles regular attacks and combos, while Triangle unleashes special moves that are essential for managing crowds. The game can be played solo with a tag system or cooperatively with a friend, adding flexibility to how you approach fights. The combination of weighty hits, tactical crowd control, and route variety keeps the gameplay moving, making each run feel fun. Dragon's Crown Pro returns to the PlayStation 4 with the same action-packed dungeon crawling that made the original stand out back in 2013. This re-release doesn't add much in terms of new content, but it keeps the core gameplay intact and runs smoothly on modern hardware. The game puts players in control of 6 distinct character classes, each with unique abilities and playstyles. You can tackle dungeons solo, or with up to 3 friends in local or online co-op, which runs seamlessly and allows for chaotic, fast-paced combat. Graphically, Dragon's Crown Pro offers sharper visuals and optional 4K resolution, while animation remains detailed and consistent with the original, but still don't play it in front of your mom.
Outstanding! Filthy Luca! Let's see. Oh yeah.
River City Girls 2 brings Kyoko and Misako back for another chaotic ride through River City. Picking up right after the first game, the story kicks off with the girls out on a burger date with their boyfriends, Kunio and Riki, only to get caught up in a new conflict when Sabuko's brother Ken swears revenge, and the game keeps its RPG-like elements like leveling up, buying skills from the dojo, and equipping food or clothing for stat boosts. A new twist: you can recruit enemies as helpers during combat, though timing is key since there's a lot happening on the game, and side quests also adds variety, including a dodgeball minigame, and character progression is capped at level 30, with options to boost stats through food and clothing. Scott Pilgrim Complete Editions. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up where you take Scott through Toronto, battling Ramona Flower's evil exes. The Complete Edition includes all DLC characters and online functionality, plus updated unlocks for Knives Chow. Other than that, it's the same game from almost a decade ago. Yeah, you can play solo, or jump in with up to 4 players locally or online. Online play works, though matching with random players can be a bit random, and sometimes input lag pops up. Still, it's a good way to run through the game with friends. It's easy to jump in, level up your characters, and run through Toronto with friends, making it a fun throwback for fans of Scott Pilgrim and beat-em-ups. And don't forget Scott Pilgrim EX, coming later in 2026. Marvel Cosmic Invasion is finally here, and if you're into 2D beat-em-ups with Marvel characters, this one's worth checking out. From Spider-Man to She-Hulk, the game gives you a big roster of characters that all feel unique. Unlike some other modern games where you can just dodge and spam super moves, here the fights feel a lot more grounded. You actually have to think about positioning, timing, and how you control the crowds of enemies. You've got your usual super attacks, which are powerful and fill up fast, but the game also introduces tag teams. Each character has a partner you can swap in for assists, extending combos, or providing defensive support. It's a smart way to mix up the action, and it's fun to experiment with different pairings. Mark your calendars because this one drops on December 1st, 2025. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Shredder's Revenge is basically a full-on throwback to the old 90s TMNT arcade beat-em-ups. Yeah, but this one tweaks the formula in a few smart ways. The turtles can dodge roll, charge up attacks, and even pull off rising attacks for enemies in the air. The game's got 16 levels with a mix of greatest hits from the old games and some original ideas, like a zoo level with stampedes and banana-throwing monkeys. There are 2 main ways to play: campaign mode, where you can pick levels and unlock new stats and abilities, and arcade mode, where you go through the whole game from start to finish with a limited number of lives. Campaign gives some progression and collectibles, while arcade mode is more of that classic pick up and play arcade challenge. Streets of Rage 4, a classic side-scrolling beat-em-up we remember. You've got Axel and Blaze returning, plus 2 new faces, Cherry and Floyd. The combat sticks to the classic formula: punch, kick, and grab weapons, but with a twist. Using special moves drains your health, and chaining combos can give some of it back. Star moves are flashy ways to take down bosses, and mastering the weapon catch mechanic makes combat even more dynamic. The co-op really changes the game. 2-player online or local 4-player mode cranks up the chaos and makes team combos way more fun. It's easy to pick up, but the layers of combo strategy give it depth for those who want to master it. Even after dozens of stages, the game keeps the pace lively, making it easy to jump in for a quick session or a longer brawl.
Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash! Final crash!
Absolum is a beat-em-up that mixes classic arcade action with a roguelike structure, kinda like Hades if you're familiar with the genre. The game takes place in a unique fantasy world called Talent, where magic is forbidden, and you play as one of 4 wizards trying to survive against a king at the top of a glowing tower. The levels branch out into minor and major paths, so each run can feel a bit different. You unlock new moves and magic abilities after defeating bosses, and the environments sometimes change depending on how you play. Combined with the hand-drawn art and punchy combat effects, this gives the game plenty of replay value, turning what could have been a short experience into a longer, more engaging one. Overall, Absolum is a fun 2-player game, with levels that encourage exploration and combat that keeps you hooked from start to finish. Mexican Ninja is our honorable mention for beat-em-up games with a roguelike twist. It's fast, flashy, and full of style, and the best part is, you can play the demo right now. The full game is set to release in the first quarter of 2026, so this early look is the perfect time to jump in and see what it's cooking. And that's it for today. Those were lists the top 15 best 2D beat-em-ups to play right now. 2025 edition. Got a hidden gem I didn't mention? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video or discovered a new title to add to your collection, feel free to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll never miss future content. Once again, if you want to buy games with cheap price, the link in the description. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.